Hello, volleyball fans around the world. It's time for the European Volleyball Show. It's a special edition today because we're in Turin, Italy for the Champions League SuperFinals. We have a great weekend of action, a great day actually tomorrow, where we have a fantastic all-Polish men's final between Zaksa and Yashemski, and then in the women's competition we have an all-Turkish final between Vakif Bank and Ekjakabasi as well. Now, Louis Let here. I'm very lucky. It's a privilege to be the commentator for this week, and I'm sat right next to the trophy here. Have to be very careful with how I wiggle my chair because, yeah, I probably wouldn't be seen again if I knocked this trophy over. But next to me, I have, all I can say, some of the best talent in the volleyballing world. David Smith to the left of me. I mean, he's had a fantastic season. Had a great run from the service line, I remember, particularly in the semi-final. Chaka Ogbogu as well, Olympic gold medalist, the second time in the Champions League final. Sinead Jack, you're here for the first time with Ekjakabasi Vitra, and Olympic gold medalist Stefan Boya as well. Firstly, David, you are coming here for the third time. It's another special weekend for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're obviously fired up to be back again. Get a chance to defend our Champions League title. And yeah, we can't wait for it. It's going to be a good day tomorrow, like we said.
It's going to be a great day. A third time in a row. I mean, how have you learned to prepare for these big occasions throughout the last 3 seasons?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously our third time, but it's special every single time. You know, every year we kind of have different unique obstacles, so we kind of different path to get to the super finals. But you know, we've kind of put that all behind us, and we just got obviously a very respectable opponent in front of us tomorrow. So we're gonna be prepared, and we're gonna go out there and see how it goes. But either way, I'm looking forward to it.
You've had a tough run in as well. You've had a pretty tough draw to make the finals as well. Chaka, welcome to you. A first time. How does it feel to be playing in the Champions League final? I mean, I know that you've had some big occasions in your career already, but this must be right up there.
Yeah, definitely. Like David said, it's an honor to be back. It's really difficult to be back. Obviously, the level of competition this year was extremely high, but we're just excited for another chance to play in the super finals.
Against your rivals. Sinead, how are you? First time in the Champions League final. Ekjakabasi haven't won it since 2015. That's pretty special to be here representing. I mean, how are the team feeling? How are you feeling?
You know, everyone is pretty ecstatic to be here. It shows all the hard work that we put in. Of course, it was not an easy road. Like Chaka said, all the teams were pretty competitive, and for us to be here, you know, it's an amazing feeling.
It certainly is. And Air France on the end. Olympic gold medalist, a first time for you. How does this compare to playing in an Olympic gold medal match? It's a Champions League final. It's a huge occasion, and also you have a chance to create history.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like for our club, it's huge. Okay, Olympic, it's Olympic. Now it's a final with a club team, but we are taking it like as a final. We know Zaksa. They are used on this kind of games, and
You've played each other 7 times or something already this season, right? So you know each other pretty well.
this season, but also the last one was many times. So yeah, it's a great team, and we have to fight for it.
Pretty good for Polish volleyball to have 2 teams in the final playing against each other. It's huge all the way through my childhood. It was always, I say childhood, I can't be that old surely, but always talking about Italy. Surely Poland now proving that they're as good as Italy in terms of leagues.
You want to
Go,
start?
go for it. Either or.
No, I mean, I think you agree. When I first came in, obviously Italy and Russia were fantastic leagues. I think Poland has shown their mettle. I mean, they have such an incredible fan base to start with. I think the media coverage is fantastic there. It's so much fun for me to play in Poland for as long as I have. And then obviously, I think their return on investment has been fantastic, and it's been showing not only for the club levels but also for the national team. So yeah, I mean, it's great to be a part of that, and I don't see it going away anytime soon.
Am I right? This is off the top of my head, everybody at home, because I don't have my notes in front of me, but I have commentated on you a few times. I think it's 9 seasons or something in Poland. Is that correct?
This is my seventh season in Poland, so
Almost.
fourth with Zaska.
And how do you feel that Polish volleyball's grown in that time?
I mean, like I said, I think the just the fan support and the media coverage have just been fantastic. You know, compared to the other leagues that I've been in, just amazing. You know, like they've done a fantastic job over the last few years with just television coverage. Just feels like every night of the week I can turn on the TV and there's just a new game. You know, a live game playing. So either men's or women's. So
How volleyball should be.
Sorry?
How volleyball should be everywhere.
Exactly, and I love it. I love it so much, especially like for myself and Eric Soji. We're both volleyball nerds, so it's just like it's a fantastic way to end the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you, you know both teams pretty well, don't you?
I do.
Having represented both, it must be quite a difficult, but also quite a fun situation to be in.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a testament to how strong the Turkish league is, and it's super exciting that we have the opportunity to represent that tomorrow. But I have played for both teams. I can say that obviously I love Istanbul because I keep sticking around, but it's fun. Obviously, when you have friends on your team and friends on the other team, it's always fun to compete against people that you know very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Until the first whistle goes.
Yeah.
It is amazing. And you would say that the same for Turkish women's volleyball. It is absolutely insane right now. Fenerbahce actually won the league this year, so it shows that the depth of the teams in the Turkish league is also quite frightening as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had to play Fenerbahce to get to this point, and like I said, all throughout the Turkish league, it's been very competitive, and we see that also in Champions League. So it's an honor for us both to be here. I'm sure that we both feel that way because we know that any Turkish team, I think, could have competed in this spot. So it's really just special that we both get to be here.
Absolutely. And how does it feel on the Ekşekabasi side? Ready? Prepared? It must be incredibly exciting because obviously Vakif Bank have played in so many finals, but for you guys, you're stepping back into that as a club, having been away from the finals for such a long time.
Yes, like you said, coming back from such a long time, it's like rubbing off putting on the grease a bit to get back in there. But, I have so much faith in my team that we are going to do pretty well. Like she said, we are really top teams. Like, it could be anyone, Fenerbahce, Vakif, and I think that, we're going to give it all on the court because we both teams work really hard and we both, deserve to be here.
Excellent. Air France, does the fact that you've just won the league, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Does that give you the edge? We just had a press conference. I asked exactly the same question, but I love it, so I'm going to ask it again. Does that give you the confidence? Does that give you the edge for the final tomorrow, do you think? Or does the experience of playing in the Champions League for Zaxa give them the edge? Or is there no edge and am I waffling?
No. Of course, like it gives us confidence, but we celebrate it, of course, but we forget fast about this. And
how hard did you celebrate? Party yet? Or
no. For me, I honestly I drink maybe 5 beers and that's all.
Okay.
So. Yeah. No. I swear. So yeah. Now after that, we had like a couple of days of rest and went back to work.
Amazing. And for you, do you think the experience of the last 2 finals gives you any type of advantage against these guys this week?
I mean, not just last year's final, but anytime you play in a high-level match, I think it just gives you the experience. And yeah, I mean, obviously it's not going to hurt us. But, I mean, like I said, he's an Olympic gold medalist. They have 3 Olympic gold medalists on their team. They have several guys. I mean, their entire team won the Bundesliga this year. So
The French
they know what it's like to play in big matches, too. So it's not like they're going to be nervous out there. So, they played great in the Bundesliga final. They completely earned it, and prop to them for that. So I think it was up to us to kind of find a way to respond. And I think we took the same thing, kind of took a couple days off to rest, recover, and then we just got right back to work. And yeah, I think we're ready, and I think it's going to be a good match.
I mean, fans at home, I know that you can't wait. I can't wait. I'm a big volleyball fan, as you might have guessed. And I know that you guys watch and you have your favourite players. Is there any one player, 2 players, I know that we have superstars in the teams that you're looking out for big performances to the fans at home? I know that there's the...
For the match tomorrow?
Yeah. Who are you
I mean,
putting?
obviously, Boye played a fantastic match in the finals, so we're going to have to find ways to slow him down and try to convert those points. But like I said, I meant half their team Olympic gold medalists. The other half is just experienced, great players. everybody on their team's a national team player. So we try to slow them down where we can, but at the same time, we also have the talent and the experience on our side too. So it's going to be a great match. But I don't really think at this point you can just be like hone in on one guy and slow him down. I think we're way beyond that point now.
The whole team were outstanding throughout the Polish finals, from passing to executing the middle game and stuff like that too. So I guess it's a big can of worms, this sport, to say the least. How about in the women's game? I mean, we've got some world-class players like yourselves, but where do you think it might be won and lost? There's going to be a lot of chat about the battle of the opposites, the Boskovic against the Agonus, but also the middle, which you're going to know a lot about being in there. It is going to be a key battle as well. But then you look on the outside, and the depth and the quality is scary.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you mentioned, some of the best players in the world are playing this match tomorrow, obviously. I think to even get to this point, you obviously have to have teams filled with some of the best players. I don't know if I can focus on a single person, because at this level and on these teams, everyone is good. But I think that's what's going to make for a really competitive match. And obviously knowing each other throughout league play and having that experience there is going to make it that much more exciting.
Absolutely.
Yes, I agree with you. You know, everyone is a total package, and you can't really focus on one guy. And, you know, yeah.
The TP, the total package. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Here's a question. This is something that somebody wrote in because I was on a bit of a chat. And I won't name the name, but they asked a question to say, if you could take one player from the opposing team to put into your roster. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that came through the mic, but that was a scary response to my left over there. If you could choose one player from the opposition roster to sit inside your team for this week, who would it be?
I'm going to pass.
Yeah. I played the fifth.
I pass too. Like, no one. I think for just this weekend, I would not change anything.
Everything is ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. How does the preparations look? So you haven't played for, I think, 12 days, 10 days since you played each other? It's been over a week? Cool. How does that look? Because you've gone off the back of an intense period. Then it sort of slows down a little bit?
Yeah, because like we had a very, very long season. We were playing like every 3 days. So having 10 days of break, it was very long. With the excitement of the final also, the days were longer. So happy to be here and that it finally starts tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it something that you guys would still be, obviously you'd be scrimmaging a lot, would you take any days rest after the finals, or you'd still be going at it?
Yeah, we took a couple days off, and then we just, our staff kind of came up with a great plan. Try to get physically ready, like Stefan said. It was a long season, and with the game so frequently, it was tough to keep your body in a good top physical shape. So I think they really wanted to focus on getting us in the right place physically. Obviously, mentally and emotionally, that'll come with the match. I don't really need to put too much effort into that. And then obviously we'll get there tactically as we get closer to the match. But I think the biggest thing was just kind of let go of the finals. Obviously for us, that was a disappointment. Let that go, reset, and just come back with the proper motivation and physical skill set.
Talking to Slivka earlier on in the press conference, I was asking, what is so special about Zaxa at the moment? Because you're looking at 3 in a row Champions League. Now, I just don't think that happens in modern day volleyball. It's absolutely crazy with the level that we're seeing week in, week out, and the teams that you have to beat. The crazy thing for me is that you've done it with 3 different coaches as well. So what's the special recipe in there?
Well, I think it's something to the club's credit. For a long time, they've always been a very stable team. Even before I played for Zaska, when I was in the Plusliga, they've always been the stable team. And I think that's huge credit to the staff. Obviously you said the head coach has been changing, but the assistant coaches, the trainers, the physios, they've had a core there for a very long time now, and they really know how to work together well. And then they've also done a good job of just kind of keeping the core players too. I think, Kaczmarek and Schlick are probably the two that come to mind. You know, they've been with that club for many years now, and I think those guys are kind of like the emotional leaders on the team. So once you have that, you just kind of build around those two guys, and it's obviously been a very successful formula for us.
Yeah, and then you lose Semenyuk, but then you have Bednarz who comes in and plays an absolute blinder in those semi-finals as well.
Yeah, no, he's been a fantastic addition to our team. Obviously, he started this year in China, but he brought us some firepower on the outside that we needed, and he's just been fantastic for us. So,
Yeah, and you've been, some would say, an underdog of the last couple of finals, and you've had a real tough run to the final this year. Do you think that's going to help you come finals day?
yeah, I mean, I think anytime you play high-level matches, it just fortifies you, it makes you stronger. You know, the common saying is, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So I think we've kind of had that mentality, and we've risen to the occasion and the challenge each time. And obviously, you know, we've been able to get through it, and that kind of gives us the confidence that we can play high-level matches, and that when the moment's there, we are capable of it. It's somewhere in our back pocket, and yeah, hopefully we can access that tomorrow.
Absolutely. I'm going to ask you, Jack, just a little bit about Giovanni. I mean, the guy's an absolute legend in my eyes. He's coming here for the 9th time. What do you think he adds, or in his way of leadership, to sort of bring Vakifbank on this journey, Turkish volleyball? Obviously, he's not with Turkey anymore, but on this journey that he's brought them on over the past few years.
Definitely. I think something that stands out for me is, one, he's a phenomenal coach, but I think he is also a student of the game. I truly believe he likes to learn as much as he likes to teach. So working with him and playing for him, it really feels like a collaboration. Like, he's very open to everyone's feedback and everyone's thoughts on everything, and I think that's what has helped him be successful and get to this point each and every time. He's always looking to improve not only the team but himself.
Amazing. He seems to be charming but also demanding at the same time, which I think is a great recipe. And over here, Ferhat has been, I followed Ferhat's journey for a long time, since Japan actually, where he was assistant coach of Japan. It's amazing to see him do so well in something that he seems to be very good at. What's it like playing for Ferhat?
Honestly, you know, he is one of the best coaches I've ever worked with in my career, in terms of being very communicative with the players, making sure that, you know, we are also learning and developing within the game, because volleyball is changing every year. You know, it's developing, and being a coach that loves to educate, this is something that I think helps us a lot.
Amazing. And finally, you've got a little bit of Brazilian flavour in Plus Liga this year with Marcelo, who did such a great job. Sada Cruzeiro is the first thing that like jumps to my mind of dominating that area of the world. And what's it like to be guided by him?
Okay, Marcelo, like, first of all, like, I'm thankful for this season. I have a special connection with him, and I'm very happy that for all the work, what he has done, and what he made us all over the season. And yeah, like, it's just crazy, like the staff, everyone, the work that they are doing for this team is just yeah, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. How is it playing with Clevenot and Toniuti? I mean, the French connection in your team, it's vital to your success, but it must be quite special for you as well.
Yeah, like, we are spending a lot of time in the club, then in the national team. So I'm gonna enjoy this.
In the volleyball club, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Toniuti in clubs now. But I'm gonna enjoy these 2 weeks without them, for sure.
Yeah, amazing. What's next for you guys? VNL on the horizon. It's a busy summer. Do you manage to get some rest in between?
I'll get a little bit of rest, but yeah, I'm looking forward to get back to the national team. I mean, I always enjoy it. It's a great group of guys. Obviously, I've been with them for a long time, so it's always a pleasure to be back with them. I enjoy working with them, and I'm looking forward to it. But we got.
I hear you have an important birthday party to take care of first, though.
Yeah, my son is have his birthday in a few days, so I'll spend a few more days in Poland. My family is here now, and then I'll head back and take care of the national team.
Amazing. How about for you guys? What's next on the horizon? Where can fans see you next? And do you get a break in between?
Yeah, I think similar schedule. I'll have a few days off too, and then I'll be back in the national team gym, training and competing in VNL hopefully. But yeah, I think like he said, it's honestly really special that we still have a chance to win something this year. We still have a chance to compete. A lot of people are done, but this is our job and this is what we like to do. So we're excited also for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, unlike these guys, I don't have national team, but I will be spending some quality time with my family and if my friends. Time passed where a lot of birthdays and special occasions went by that I couldn't, have spent with them. But now, the summertime, I can get to make up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Get some rest time. You're a busy man, I'd imagine.
I will have for the last time that I had 2 weeks of holidays. I don't remember when was it. So I'm gonna enjoy this 2 weeks, going back to my Iceland and enjoy with my family.
Amazing. Right, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to ask the guys, who's going to be the women's champion of the Champions League SuperFinals tomorrow? And then, I don't know why you're all laughing out there. That's not a thing. And then I'm going to ask the ladies, who's going to become the men's champions tomorrow? Yes, Mr. Smith.
It's a little easier this year, so I'll support my fellow Americans in Savaki Bank.
There you, for Kif Bank.
I think I'm gonna support Egon, Paolo. So, yeah, but I mean, like the best team is gonna win. So we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical, by the way, because we know this sport really, really well, and we know that anything can happen on the day. Ladies, come on. A little bit reserved.
Like you said, it's unpredictable. It's volleyball. Come on, So both teams are really good. You guys are going to fight for it. You're not just going to lay on the floor and give the other team. And, the best team is going to win. And good luck for tomorrow.
Echo those words.
I
Sorry, guys. I'm
feel
trying.
the
Here,
same
right? I'm really trying.
I feel the same way. I'm just excited to watch their match. It's going to be really competitive. I've seen a couple of their games before this season, and it's always really intense. But since he gave some love to Bucket Punk, I think I have to also give some love to Zaska because they have two Americans.
Look at the Americans sticking together just to mix it up a bit. Lovely. We do have a few people here in the audience. Anyone have any final questions before we finish up this European volleyball show? No questions. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for making the time to come in. It's really a pleasure for me to speak to you, so it must be a pleasure for everybody at home to hear from you as well. One thing that we are really aware of and sure of is that this Champions League finals weekend is going to be one of the best ever. It's special for Polish volleyball, special for Turkish volleyball. We have 4 outstanding teams, 4 squads of world-class players. You wouldn't really want to be anywhere else. You know where you can find it. Eurovolley TV is where you can join in. Please, if you have any questions, leave them on the links below and we'll try and answer everything that we can. To everybody in the audience, thank you guys for coming in. It's lovely to have you here with us as well. We hope that you guys look forward to the SuperFinals. But can we have a little round of applause for our 4 guests? Because it's pretty special to have them here. Right, thank you everyone for joining us. Remember, tomorrow, Eurovolley TV. It's the Champions League finals, everyone. Let's go. And we'll see you there.